The most prominent cat physicist of all time is likely the late great F.D.C. Willard. This Siamese cat co-authored several notable physics papers, including the often cited low-temperature physics paper 2, 3, and 4 atom exchange effects in BCC 3HE. The story goes that when his co-author and owner, Jack H. Hetherington, wrote the paper, he wrote it using the first-person plural we. He wanted to have it published in the journal Physical Review Letters, and so he gave it to a colleague to review it before submitting. And that colleague pointed out that even though it was a solid paper, it would likely be rejected because of the use of the royal we instead of I as the sole author of the paper. But Hetherington had already typed out the whole dang paper on a typewriter, and he didn't want to redo the whole thing because it was a good paper ready for rapid publication. So after thinking it over for a night, he decided to make his cat Chester his co-author. But the mononym Chester would likely draw some red flags, so he was granted the pseudonym F.D.C. Willard. It stands for Felis Domesticus Chester Willard, after his father, a cat named Willard. It didn't take long for F.D.C.'s true identity to be exposed though, because someone came through visiting the university wanting to speak to Hetherington about the paper. And when Hetherington was unavailable, the visitor asked to speak with F.D.C. Willard instead. So his colleagues in the loop let the cat out of the bag, as they say, and they had a laugh about it. And then Hetherington leaned into it by sending a few signed copies to his friends with both his and F.D.C.'s signatures. Apparently nobody besides the editors were really that miffed about it. Felis Domesticus Chester Willard was even offered a visiting professorship at Michigan State University. Willard even learned French and published his own paper as the sole author in the science magazine La Recherche. F.D.C. and his contributions to physics is remarkable, and it will likely never be forgotten, especially considering that he was only 7 years old at the time of his first publication.